part and date difference. Okay, so here is my question. Write a query to print employee name, their manager name, and difference in their age. Okay, and that means difference in their age means like the manager should be older than the employee. So here it is mentioned for employees whose year of birth is before their manager's year of birth. Okay, so that means the manager should be older and the employee should be younger. Okay, so we have a table, and then table name is employee. So we will first check the data of employee table, then we will go forward what data should come. Okay, so let's see the employee table first. Then we have employee ID, employee name, department ID, salary, manager ID, employee age, and DOB. So if you in this data, if you will see that the date and the month is because this is the dummy data. So here you can see the day and the month is same, but the year is different. So we will search the data on the basis of year only. Okay. So first what we there as first we will check what are the different parts of the employee what we have to find in this question. First part is print the employee name, right? First we have to print employee name. Then the second part is their manager name, and the third part is difference in their ages on the basis of year of the birth year. Okay, so first we will print employee name. How we can print employee name? So we will write select employee name from employee table. So the best practice of writing any column name. So we will first write down select, then give some space and then write from, and then write table name. Then you will easily get the column name. Like as you can see here, we are getting a pop-up of what are the columns available in the table. So just write first select, then from, and the table name. Then only you will get this kind of pop-up. Okay, so because we have only one table, so we will do a self join here on employee table. So how we can do, we will first we will create a two instance of this table. So first we will create a employee table, right? So the first table we will put table as even, employee table as even, then we will put employee table as E2, and we will do a simple join like we can mention here inner join. Okay, and inner join, if we are joining uh, employee table with employee table, that means this is a self join. We can write here inner join, right join, left join, whatever you want to put here you can put, because we are joining both the tables, so we will get all the data from both the tables. Okay, so here we are putting inner join, and we will again put employee table because we are doing a self join here. So we will write name it as E2, right? On what basis we are joining? We are joining on employee. We are joining on the basis of employee ID. Okay, so we will write E2 dot employee ID again, and we will run this. Why we are getting error here? Even dot. Okay, we missed here a dot, because of that we are getting an error. Okay, now we will execute this query, and you can see we are getting the same data. Like if you will see till DOB we have a table, again we are getting a table of the same data. So that means we are joining it on the basis of column. Joins always happens on column wise, not on row wise. So we are joining it on the column wise. You will see that we have created two tables side by side. Okay, so we have done creation. Now we have to find employee name, right? So that means if employee name is Ankit, then the manager name should be, because we have a manager ID for then the manager name should be Rohit, right? If the employee name is Mohit, then the manager name should be Mudit according to this manager ID column. If you will see this manager ID, we have a manager ID here. That means whatever the manager ID we have here, that is the employee ID of the other person. That means if the manager ID is 4 and the employee ID should be 4. That means this is he is the manager of Ankit. Mudit is manager of Rohit. Rohit is manager of Vikas as well, and Rohit's manager is Mudit, right? And Mudit's manager is Agam. If you will see here, Mudit have manager ID 6 and the Agam has employee ID 6. That means Mudit's manager is Agam. Okay, so now what we have to do, if we are picking employee ID from this table, E1 table, then we have to uh, take manager ID from this table. If we are taking manager ID from this table, then we have to take employee ID from this table. Okay, that is the sum rule. If we are taking manager ID from E1, then we have to take employee ID from E2. If we are taking employee ID from E1, then we have to take a manager ID from E2. Let's do one thing here. Okay, we are taking employee ID, manager ID from E1, manager ID from E1, then we have to take employee ID from E2, right? Because the manager ID what we have in E1 will also be the employee ID of this table E2. Okay, now what we have to do, because we have to find, now this is the trickiest thing here, because we have to check Ankit's manager. That's why we are taking manager ID from E1 and we have to find manager name. That's why we are taking employee ID from this table. That means if we are taking manager name, manager ID from E1, then we have to take employee name from E1. Manager ID and employee ID from E1 and employee ID and employee name from E2. Whatever the employee manager ID 4 have, we will get the name from this table, right? 4 and 4. We will get employee name from this. That means we will write here E1 dot employee name as employee name, because we have to find the name of the employee from E1 and we have to find manager name from E2. We will take employee as manager name, right? As I told you previously, that we have to check manager. We have to find manager of Ankit. That's why we are taking manager ID from this table and we are connecting the same manager ID to this table. So Ankit has manager ID 4. That means Rohit is the manager of Ankit, right? Rohit is Ankit's manager, right? According to this. So that's why we are taking employee name from here and manager ID from E1 and employee ID from E2 and employee name from E2 and employee name of E2 is manager name, right? That is done. Let's run this much only. Then our two parts of the question will be solved. Let's execute this. Right? As I told you previously, we have find Rohit is manager of Ankit, Mudit is manager of Rohit, Rohit is manager of Vikas, Mohit is manager of Rohit, Agam is manager of Mudit, right? We have we till now we have find manager, employee name and their manager. Now now let's come to our third part of the question, that is difference in their age, right? How we can find difference in their age? So we will use datediff. We will use a datediff. Then I can show you like what is the difference. So there is a date function name as datediff. Okay. Let me first do this one copy. Let me copy this. Then I can show you what we have to do. Here we have, let's do this. Let's remove this. We will put a star here and e2 dot star, and execute this. Okay. So that now what we have to find? We have to find difference in their age. First we have found. So let's do one thing here as well. Okay. So I am commenting this right now, and we will put e1 dot age, employee age, and e2 dot employee age, right? This, and now run this query. Okay. Now, if you will see what we have to find difference in their age for employee whose year of birth is before their manager year of birth. If you will see here, this is as employee age. Okay, and this is E2 is as manager age. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, this is, so here we have found this is employee age. Ankit's age is 39 and Rohit's age is 16. How we can confirm this? So let me run this query first, then it will be let me show you. Ankit's age is 39 here, and if you see Mudit's age is 16 here, right? Mohit's age is 48, and if you will see Mudit's age is 55, right? As per manager ID, Ankit's age is 39 and his manager's age is 16. Mohit's age is 48 and his manager age is 65, right? That means Mohit is older than Mohit and Ankit is older than Rohit, right? According to this. So let me run this again. That is the same thing we are getting here, right? So now we have to, what we have to find? We have to find, we know who is older and who is younger. So we will, let me show you this again. So here we are putting day, date if day, e1 dot dob and e2 dot dob. What it will do? Let me execute this query first. Okay, so as you can see here, if it is coming positive, that means the employee is older and manager is younger. Okay, so if this column is giving date difference between the E1 and E2 is coming as positive, that means employee is older and manager is younger. If you will see here, it is coming as negative. That means like here it is doing E2 minus E1, right? And E2 is manager's age. So let me just do one thing here. Let me remove this and let's see what will have here. If you will see here, here it is coming as 55 for it's minus, first it was doing employee age minus manager's age, right? That's why it's coming as negative. Here it was doing employee age minus manager age, that's why it's coming as positive. Now it will do manager age minus employee age. Okay, E2 is manager stable, right? And E1 is employee stable. as we have like here we are taking employee name from from E2, right? And that's why I'm calling E2 as managers table, in E1 as employee table, because of this much only. Because of this I'm calling, but both the tables are same, so we can do the same thing. And instead of E1 and E2, you can write here in employee and here manager. That will be like easier for you, right? So this is managers table and this is employee table, right? So now whatever like previously it was doing, employee age minus manager's age, that's why it was coming positive. Here it will happen uh, employee age minus manager's age, that's why it was coming negative. Now once I change the column, e2 e2 dot dob minus e1 dot dob, that means this manager's age, like manager age minus employee age will happen. Previously it was happening employee age minus manager's age, but now it will happen manager's age minus employee age. So let me run this much first. Okay, so let's execute this. What happened, the, previously it was coming as positive, now it's coming as negative. Okay, so what it was asking, difference in their ages, right? For employees where year of birth is before their manager's year of birth, right? So what we can do, we can put here where date part, because we are counting on day, year, here year of birth, right? So we will put here year, because date, if you will see while running this query, we can see the day and the month is same, and DOB is like the year of the employee is changed. That's why we are using year, comma. Now we will put even like employees DOB is greater than date part. Again, we will put date part because we have to compare the things on the basis of year of the birth date. So we will again write year and e2.dob. Okay, so what this will happen, what will happen, what kind of data should come, where employee, like here it will come because employee age is greater and if manager's age is less, this Ankit should come, right? More okay, let's execute this query first. Okay, so here if you will see, like only those at ages managers are coming where employee is younger, right? So here we have seen what it's asking, write a query for employees age difference who is before their manager's age, right? That means the employee should be before their manager's year of birth. Why we changed the sign? Because it was asking for before, not after. Manager, employee should be older instead of a manager, right? Employee should be older and manager should be younger. So this is the answer. This is how we